Hello Nikis, this is Muthu. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone would be fine. Today's topic we will discuss about how to handle the exception in Power Automate Desktop and Power Automate Cloud Flows. Do you thinking about the exceptions? Then we have two types. Number one is business exception. Number two is technical exception. The business exceptions happens due to multiple factors like invalid data format, incorrect calci, business rules violations, and unexpected data values. So these factors may impact and break the process. Technical exception. This also happens due to multiple reasons like network connectivity issues, application crashes, database access error, file system error, and timeout issues. So plenty of reasons may impact and break the process. As a developer, should meticulously build the mechanisms to handle the exception. Let's go with screening now. Let's get started with example. Go to the Power Automate desktop, create new use case, name it as test. This is the working space. Left hand side, you can see the list of action items. I'm going to use Lance. Now I'm going to use it as Chrome. I'm going to launch the Google. I'm going to run it. The browser was launched. So now I'm going to click the Gmail, the link button. Now I'm going to click the add UA element. So now I'm going to try to spy the Gmail. Right click. The element has been added. So I'm going to enter the elements. Here, the list of elements is default is checked, right? So I'm going to uncheck all the elements because this is must be on unique. So I'm going to choose only for text as a Gmail. So I'm going to choose and I'm give it as uh, appropriate name. I'm going to use press button. I'm going to use the elements. So now I'm going to try to run it once. The browser was lands. Right hand side, the hello mark is highlighted right. This is what is clicked, the Gmail. I'm going to close the browser and now I'm going to construct the on block error. Under flow control, I'm going to choose this and drag and drop it here. So name it as exception. To choose continue flow run. This is going to be end block. To choose these two actions and move it inside the on block error. Create a new subflows. Name it as exception. So now I'm going to configure in on block error, run subflows and choose the subflows. So I'm going to exception block. Here I'm going to use get lost error. This variable is used to get it all the error details while an exception happens. I'm going to save it. Next I'm using to get current date and time. This variable I'm using to only for tracking purpose. Go and save it. Next I'm going to save it all the error details inside the notepad files. I'm going to search with file. So I'm going to choose write text to file. So here I'm going to choose the path. I already created the path. So this section is more dynamic. So I'm going to choose the get lost error. And here I'm going to use append content. And before I'm going to use one more variable, current date and time. Save it. So I'm going to put a breakpoint here. I'm going to run it once. The browser was launched and I'm going to manually close the browser and run next action. It is going to the on block error because now the exception occurs due to the browser is disconnected. The moment is the bot is switching to the exception block. I'm going to run next action. It is switching to exception block. Now I'm going to check the log files. The time is error occur and what is the exact error. This is how should be constructed using on-block error in Power Automate Desktop. Let's move on cloud. There is a landing page. I'm going to click the My Floors. I'm going to create the new floors. Here I'm going to action, change the name as try. Here I'm going to add one desktop floors. This test we are recently added right in desktop floors. I'm going to the running mode as attended. So next I'm going to add another scope. I want to change the name as catch and click the three dots. I'm going to configure the failed case. Here we have a list of items. So then I'm going to choose has failed. Which means if any exceptions occur inside the try block, then instantly the catch block will be triggered. I'm going to click the done. This catch block must be unique and dynamic. Here you should configure the email or other channel to get to know the developers or business what is the exact exceptions at all. This is the way to implement how the exception handling inside the cloud flows.